Yes, sister, we can hear you.
Thank you. Om Shanti. Good morning, everyone. So today is 20th of September, 2024, and the date of Avyakt Murli is 24th of October, 1981. The essence of the Murli is the signs of a true lover. In this Murli, Baba is seeing us in the form of his lovers, and I would like to suggest that as we read through the Murli, we visualize simultaneously what Baba says, because Baba has beautifully described, creating a scene through his words, like how the lovers and the beloved meet with each other, and also what Baba wants to see in us as his lovers. So Baba says that we should be as beautiful as the beloved is. And the second thing Baba has mentioned, that the lovers have to be as light as the beloved is. So, what hampers our beauty, or what kind of stains we create on ourselves? Baba will draw our attention to those things. And regarding lightness, also, why do we become heavy? How waste thoughts become a weight on us, and then we cannot become light. So, Baba is explaining it beautifully. Let's begin with the Murli. The essences, the signs of a true lover. Do you know where the Father has come today, and who are all those who has come to meet? In which form has he especially come to meet you? As is the Father's form, so is the form of his children. So do you know in which form the Father has come to meet you all? Is it wrong for people to say that God has many forms, or is it right? So Baba is asking this question. On the path of devotion, people say that God has many forms. So is it right or no? At this time, the Father meets you in many forms of many relationships. So the one has many forms practically on the basis of his relationships or his tasks. Therefore, the devotees are right, are they not? So Baba is saying what the devotees say, that's right, because Baba has many forms on the basis of different roles he plays, different relationships, and different tasks he performs. So therefore the devotees are right, are they not? In which form has the Father come to meet you today? Where is he meeting you? So all these questions, in which form Baba is meeting you, where he's meeting you, and how, that Baba will come to it later. So where is he meeting you? You heard about that relationship in today's Murli, morning Murli of the day, Sakar Murli. So Baba talked about the relationship of Ashik Mashuk. So who is the Father and who are you children? Today, the spiritual beloved has come to celebrate a meeting with the spiritual lovers. Baba, the beloved, and children, souls, the lovers. Where has he come to meet you? Which is the most loved meeting place of all? Do you remember where your spiritual beloved used to take you lovers at the beginning? When Baba was in Karachi, Baba would take everyone to the ocean, right? Near the Clifton Tower. And so Baba is recalling that. Baba says somebody answered to the ocean. So today also the spiritual beloved, who is full of all treasures and virtues, is meeting you spiritual lovers on the shores of the ocean, as well as on the mountain of an elevated stage, in the coolness of moonlight. So you can picturize this like Baba is saying, where do the lovers meet? So at the shores of the ocean, in the coolness of the moonlight, and Baba also mentioned that on the mountains, which means being in the elevated stage. The ocean symbolizes fullness, and the mountain symbolizes an elevated stage, and moonlight symbolizes a constantly cool nature. So beautiful, no? Baba is saying that ocean means fullness, mountain means the elevated stage of the souls, and moonlight means the coolness in the nature. All three are together. Today, the spiritual beloved is pleased to see the spiritual lovers. What song are you singing? Each one is singing his own song. Your heart is singing. Normally, you can only listen to one song at a time. However, the Father can hear everyone's song at the same time. You lovers are singing your own songs, and the beloved is responding to those songs. So your thoughts actually, Baba can hear them as songs. Internally, what is going on in the mind. So Baba is responding. Baba says, whatever songs you're singing are all fine. Each one's words of love are heard by the Father with love. It is easy for you lovers to remember your beloved, is it not? So when you forge your connection with Baba on the basis of this relationship, then Baba says it is easy to remember, no? You cannot forget your beloved. You spiritual lovers have a relationship of easy and constant remembrance of your beloved. You don't especially have to remember him because you couldn't forget to remember him, even if you tried. Like in Hindi, it is said, no? भूलते ही नहीं है जो कभी याद करने की जरूरत पड़े. So like that, Baba is saying, you don't have to make efforts to remember him because you never forget him. Today, Baba saw the love of every lover. What else he sees? You lovers are many, and the beloved is only one. But each of you say from experience, my beloved, because your spiritual beloved is the ocean of love. The ocean is unlimited. However, many of you lovers there are, you can all take as much as you want, and the ocean will always be limitless and full. So like Baba said, ocean means fullness. So Baba is saying that when you say my beloved, you become full with his attainments, no? So because your spiritual beloved is the ocean of love, the ocean is unlimited. However, many of you lovers there are, you can all take as much as you want, and the ocean will always be limitless and full. This is why there can be no question of someone receiving less or you receiving more. So there's this, Baba says, this freedom, you know, how much ever you want, you can take. There's no limit. This is why there can be no question of someone receiving less or you receiving more. Those who take can take as much as they want. The treasure store of love is overflowing. However, those who take are number-wise in taking, whereas the one who is giving gives number one love. So Baba gives everyone equally, but Baba says that you take it number-wise. The treasure store is open always, and the treasure store is overflowing. So there's no limit to that. But in taking, the children become number-wise. Those who take are also number-wise in accommodating whatever they take. So number-wise in taking, and then even in taking, there is number-wise. Because how much is accommodated? Each of you knows how to love, but you are number-wise in fulfilling the responsibility of that love. Like Baba always says, it's easy to love, but then it's important that whether you fulfill the responsibility of that love or not. So Baba is saying that each of you know how to love, but you are number-wise in fulfilling the responsibility of that love. All of you say, my beloved. And yet, although you say, my, what do you do? Do you know what you do? Today, Baba has come to have a heart-to-heart conversation and not to speak a Murli. Therefore, tell me, what do you do? You say mine, and yet, sometimes you even go touring before coming here. So you say, my beloved, but then Baba says you wander here and there, and then you come to Baba. Then, when you are tired after touring around, you say, my beloved. So you tour around, wander around, go to others, and then when you're tired, come back to Baba. Some lovers make a lot of mischief. What mischief do you make? Speaking to Didi and Dadi, they make a lot of mischief in front of you who are in the corporeal form. Do they not? You make so much mischief. You say, I do this, I keep behaving like this, but it is your duty to transform me. Huh? So children will tell Baba only that, Baba, it's your responsibility to transform me. I am like that only. So Baba says, you say that this is just how I am. You make mischief by telling the Father the things that he tells you. So children remind Baba, no, of whatever actually Baba has told us, that Baba, you are the ocean of love. Baba, you are the ocean of forgiveness. You're merciful, so forgive this, do this. So they remind Baba. So Baba says, you make mischief by telling the Father the things that he tells you. You remember very well the saying, no matter what I am, how I am yours. So we say, no, jo hu, jaisi hu, tumhari hu. So Baba is saying, you remind this to Baba. And so the beloved replies, yes, you are mine, but at least become a perfect match. So Baba says, you are mine, but you become such that you are suitable, no, to stand besides Baba, to stand with Baba. So Baba is saying that you are mine, but at least become a perfect match. If a couple don't match each other, what would those who see them say? The beloved is very beautifully decorated, but the lover has no decoration at all. So you can again picturize and see, like if a couple, one doesn't match with the other, even physically, if we say one is very tall and one is very short, then the ones who see, they feel, no, that they do not match each other. So like that, Baba is saying, the beloved is very beautifully decorated, and if the lover has no decoration, then how would it look like? Would that seem right? So you can think about this yourselves. He himself, Baba, has a shining dress, but his lover is wearing a black dress or a stained dress. Again, you can visualize and see how it will look. Baba in his shining angelic form, beautiful, sparkling, and we are standing beside him in black dress or in a stained dress. So how would that look? Would that look good? What do you think? However, what do you then say? It is your duty to remove my stains. Baba is saying that you say, Baba, that Baba, it's your responsibility, it's your duty to remove my stains. But in fact, the beloved transforms your dress. So why don't you wear that? Why do you waste time removing those stains? To belong to the beloved means, to belong to the beloved means that everything is transformed. Very important point this is. Baba is saying to belong to the beloved, to belong to Baba means that everything is transformed. Nothing from the old life or Shudra's life, Kali life remains. Yesterday I was listening to one class by Jagdish Bhai and somebody asked him, what is Tivra Purusharth? And then very beautifully he said in just one line, one word, people talk about big things, that this is intense effort, Tivra Purusharth, this is Tivra Purusharth. But then he said it just means transformation. Whatever efforts you make, it brings about a transformation in your life. That's intense effort. So that was so simple, but so deep and very practical answer, no? So Baba is saying when you belong to Baba, it means that you have transformed. Why do you remember your old black dress that has so many stains on it? Why do you wear it again and again? Why do you wear your old stained dress again and again? Why don't you put on your shining dress and remain decorated and stay with your beloved in the sparkling world? So Baba wants us to see. Baba, is saying that you stay in your sparkling dress, in your shining dress, in the sparkling world where the meeting takes place. So nothing can get stained there. So lovers remain constantly equal to the beloved, full and constantly shining. So the beloved wants the lovers to be equal and decorated. So Baba is saying, remain constantly equal to the beloved, full and constantly shining. This means remain stable in your complete form. Full and shining means remain stable in your complete form, perfect form. The beloved has to make effort for one more thing. Do you know what he has to make effort for? That too is something amusing. Your beloved has promised you lovers that he will take you all back home with him. But what do? The beloved is very light, and you lovers become so heavy that the beloved has to make a lot of effort in order to take you lovers back with him. You can again imagine this scene. If the beloved is very light and the lover is very heavy, heavy in weight, then how can the beloved lift the lover up? So Baba is saying, I want to take you back home. You become so heavy that I cannot take you back home, or it takes me a lot of effort to take you back home. So here Baba says, stay light. So first point was be like the ocean as Baba is, full and constantly shining. And then Baba is talking about your beloved has promised you lovers that he will take you all back home with him. But what do? The beloved is very light and you lovers become so heavy that the beloved has to make a lot of effort in order to take your lovers back with him. So would such a couple seem right? One is light and one is heavy. The beloved says, become light. Become light. But what do? You don't exercise in the way that you ought to. To stay spiritually light, you need to do spiritual exercises. like we do it for the body. So to stay physically light, physical exercise. So here Baba is saying you don't do the exercise in the way you should do in order to become light. So how can you become light? You know the spiritual exercise, do you not? Right? So we all know, no, what spiritual exercises Baba tells us to do. The drills that Baba has taught us to practice again and again throughout the day. So Baba says, you know, right, what exercises are to be done to become so Baba is again telling us what to do to become incorporeal in a moment, to become avyakt angel in a moment, to become a karma yogi in the corporeal form in a moment, and to become a world server in a moment. To become any of those forms within a second is your spiritual exercise. So, as I said in the beginning, while listening to Baba's Murli, I hope you perform this drill immediately. In 1 second, you go to the supreme world. In 1 second, you come to the angelic world. In 1 second, you become a karma yogi. In 1 second, you become a world server and radiate your vibrations everywhere. So Baba says that to become any of those forms within a second is your spiritual exercise. What extra weight do you take upon yourself? So if you perform this exercise, practice this exercise, you'll stay light. But what is the reason of the weight? You gain a lot of weight from wastage and are therefore unable to become light. So waste becomes the weight. Some gain the weight of wasted time, some of wasted thoughts, and some of wasted powers. Anything you waste, whatever treasures you've received at the confluence age, if anything you waste, your time, your thoughts, your money, whatever resources or skills you have. So Baba says, whatever you waste, that becomes the weight. Some have wasteful relationships and contacts. Because of the weight you gain in all those many different ways, you cannot become double light like the beloved. So because of the weight, you cannot become double light like the beloved. True lovers are indicated by becoming equal to the beloved. That is, becoming like the beloved, as he is and what he is. So we can churn upon this. What kind of beloved you have, how he is, what he is. So who are all of you? You are lovers anyway, but are you lovers who are equal to the beloved? So everyone loves Baba, but then Baba says, are you equal to the beloved? You are lovers, but are you equal to the beloved? Only equality brings closeness. Equality brings closeness. When there isn't equality, you cannot become close. There is the praise of having 16,000 queens. That 16,000 would be numbered, would they not? One beloved has been shown with so many lovers, but the meaning isn't understood. Spirituality has been forgotten. So today, the spiritual beloved is telling you lovers, become equal and come close. The more you become equal to Baba, the more you can stay close to Baba. Right? Samanta se samikta. So Baba talked about these two aspects which we read. One, become full and constantly shining. And the second aspect Baba talked about, become as light as the beloved. So I think we can stop here and have a moment of silence, and then we can churn on this Murli. So become equal and come close. Acha, Shanti. Shanti. And we can share what did we take from this Murli. Any churnings you want to share? Okay, but Baba gave us the signs of a true lover. Yeah. Anyone would like to share?
Shanti sister. So Baba said to do this spiritual exercise. So say Baba says you become incorporeal in one moment, become object angel and karma yogi in another moment. So this is we doing this in the corporeal form, right? So this is what is the spiritual exercise that we need to do. So this is the takeaway from it. Thank you.
That's a very beautiful practice. A few days back, we were doing this practice here, of 1 second. So, reach to the Supreme Abode in 1 second, reach to the Shanti Stambh in Madhuban in 1 second. So it gives a very nice experience. 1 second drill.
Yeah, so which is going to help us removing the overweight. That is the wastage, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing that. Baba did say that this is the spiritual exercise that Baba has taught us, but Baba was kind of giving us the result that you do not do the exercise as you ought to do the exercise. And that is why you gain weight and you cannot become light. So, which means that's Baba is drawing our attention to practice this drill again and again throughout the day. I think every hour, 1 minute, what we do is like practice this drill. 1 second. Yeah, others. Oh, what were the 3 things Baba was saying? Where do the beloved and the lovers meet? Anyone would like to share the scene that Baba described? And also Baba explained the meaning of that. Baba gave the examples of 3 things, no? Ocean, mountain, and the moonlight, right? So ocean means to meet at the
Fullness.
shores of...
Full,
Sorry?
full, right? So
Yeah.
we have to.
Yeah. To meet at the shores of the ocean means to become full. And to stay in the coolness of the moonlight means to have that coolness in your nature, have that constantly shining form. And mountain is this elevated stage. So Baba was saying that, giving the example of a couple, like if in a couple the two do not match each other, then how would it look like? That doesn't look good, right? So if one is shining and one is dirty, stained, black, how would that look? One is light and one is very heavy. How would that look like? So Baba was saying that you are mine, however you are, but then you make yourself a perfect match. So for that, 2 things, right? Become equal, become like the ocean, full and constantly shining. And second thing Baba said, become light. Then Baba can take us along. Yeah, anyone, any thoughts? So were you able to see or visualize the soul, the spiritual lover, being with the Supreme Soul, the spiritual beloved, at the shores of the ocean, in the coolness of the moonlight, and on the mountain, in this elevated stage, in this super sensuous joy, of the meeting? So if you think and if you visualize, you can experience that love from Baba. And then Baba said that it's not just that you love Baba, but then it's important that you fulfill the responsibility of love, right? Again, like it is said in Hindi that प्रीत करना आसान है, but प्रीति की रीति निभाना, that is where the test papers come. So Baba said, check, do you fulfill the responsibility of love for the beloved? Right? Yeah, everyone is in silence mode today. So shall we do some meditation for 5 minutes? We also got to know just now about Nirvair Bhai Sahib. So we can just remember Nirvair Bhai Ji and send our vibrations of love and gratitude for who he was. I don't know if anyone from this group has met him personally, but I have met him, so I have some nice memories. If anyone in the group has, you can share that as well. I just met Bhai Sahib in July and just a couple of months back. And it was yeah, Om Shanti.
The thing is, I just couldn't, because I know it may sound logic if I tell you, I was sustained by Never by like from 1992 till date. It was I was absolutely very close and sustained by him and my whole family, my children. I don't know how to share. So I, from morning, say for 4 hours, US time, it was 9 to 2. I think from 9 to when he was well, not well, Urvashi Ben immediately put me on the thing. I was monitoring every hour. Every hour we used to send energies and all. And at too sharp when he passed away. The soul flew like it was a fight. He really went through after his lung operation, and the doctors had given only 2 hours. They said 2 hours, anything can happen. That's why I just couldn't share. I was listening to Murli. Of course, the ocean of love, he knows, drama knows. You just asked, is there anyone? What to tell you, such a, not just Secretary General, he was something all in all over there. A pleasant figure, a calm figure, composed figure. Love, whether it's and he loved children very much, very much. He loved children, and he never had this kind of pressurizing children. Like, see, my children were brought up; they were sustained there in Madhuban, but they grew up. They had their own mindset. They had their own approaches. He never questioned them. He never asked them. He allowed them to do, but he kept inquiring about them to see that they are there. n number of things I can just tell you about, because it was just now in December 2023 when I had a milestone birthday, so I had gone to celebrate it with him. And it's unforgettable for the way he really um, celebrated my birthday over there. I never celebrate, but this was a milestone, so I went there. So those memories and all were there. And even 2 months back, I told him, because now I'm not in India, I'm just on vacationing in the US. So I told him I'll be coming in Jan to Madhuban. And generally he goes, he comes back, he goes, he comes back. For me, it was, I know Baba will say that it's not, I should not grieve and all. We don't. You just said gratitude. Yes, that's what I want to send across to him, the gratitude for being such a wonderful person, wonderful sustainer, wonderful super brother. That's how we all used to call him, a brother for all, Big Dada. And always there as a shoulder of support. Let anyone come there. Even that kind of support, I know I've experienced it since 1992. And I know what is it. I still can't. I know, as I said, I may sound logic, but I can't help it. When I say that I can't still know that he's no more, I know that's all part of trauma, part of this. I know he's in the subtle region. That's what he wanted. Fine, but I think he was absolutely beyond this. Like everything from the time he came for the Gyan, his thing with Dadi Prakash Mani and with Brahma Baba, he often used to say, he has never missed the Baba's meeting. But once he missed, he was sitting in Nakhi Lake. And from there, Baba came down, mentioned it, and spoke to him. So, like so many things we can say, like a smiling, pleasant face. I don't know. I think one needs to really know him, be with him, communicate to him, understand him. And for me, I think I was absolutely privileged. That's why I think I just couldn't come and even share. And I know I listened to the Murli when you spoke about the ocean, when you spoke about the mountain, when you spoke about the moonlight. Sorry, sister, I couldn't, because
I can understand.
it's too close. The same I felt when that Akashmani and left. At least for her, I was there. But here I'm in the US. I can't even go there. I'm just getting in touch with Urvashi Ben, who was a secretary. Much more can be said. But through this group, through this, I would just love to send that soul, the divine, super magnificent, amazing soul, loads and loads and loads of gratitude for all, like what Pisina, somebody said, he lived life is the fullest. And he is gone even on his terms. He wanted to leave his body on his terms, and I think that's what. And he has channelized his energies on everything and everyone, everything. And he has lived life full. And I think he has, even last time when he was not well, it was really a thing, but he came back. I think he's left his life on his own terms. So I think a gratitude for that soul. But the ones who are behind, we are going to feel miss. Say,
Definitely.
Om Shanti, sister.
Yeah, when I met in July, he shared very nice experiences with Brahma Baba, Sakar Baba. And he was laughing out like a small child and sharing his experiences with Baba, how Baba taught him, and how sometimes he would do some mistakes and then Baba would draw his attention. And it was nice.
Did he tell you about the ice cream thing when they went out to eat ice cream?
Yeah,
Oh my
he
God.
did.
And the ice cream. And every time what he would say, even now, say some last time in 2023, when he said, he will be there. I don't know if it's just a story, but this is not a story because I've heard it myself. I'm saying that he would like to, sometimes he feels he was in the womb of Brahma. I don't know what he meant by that. That kind of what to say, love. So I don't think he's going to leave the subtle region even now. He's a little, what to say, stubborn in his attitude and all. I think he will be the same with Brahma and say, I'm not going to leave subtle region and all. He's got a chance. He'll be there for another 3 days and all. I don't know how Brahma is going to really deal with him. He had that kind. Just see the intoxication. And even last time when he said, I felt a kind of pain, but I saw he was standing there where the doctors were standing, and he said, I'm there. So why I should worry when he's there? So I thought even today Brahma may be there. Today I think Brahma thought, no, it's time for the soul to fly. And so Brahma was absent there.
Om Shanti, everyone. Let's just sit in silence and send our vibrations. Shanti. Thank you, everyone. We will continue with this Murli tomorrow, and we can close now.